Right. I want you to take a good look at this, yeah? Because you're never going to see it again. Worst possible thing, it just, like, literally the worst thing, like, ever just happened. Yes, my straighteners broke. They, like, blew up. Oh my god, just move on with life. Seriously, idiot, get over it. I'm over it. Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. This is my first ever video, okay, so please bear with me through this introduction because I'm super nervous, obviously, and I'm really trying not to be awkward, So, I'm India. It's lovely to meet you guys. Basically, I started this channel, right, because when I was 22, I literally woke up one morning and I had adult acne, like no joke, one morning. I really hate saying adult acne because it's just not a very nice word. Like, I just don't like it. Before that, I suffered anyway from super dry skin. So you put adult acne and super dry skin together and it's just a disaster. I also know that I'm not the only one to suffer from this. A lot of people out there do. So that's the reason really for this channel. I will, obviously, this is a tutorial. You will see tutorials on makeup because I think it's super important to, you know, still have beautiful skin. Yes, okay, fine, underneath it's not great, but there are so many products out there that can help us look lovely and not like pile it on. Secondly, skincare. I will focus on that quite intensely because again, there's so much stuff out there, it's almost overwhelming and not everything works. Not everything will work for you and it'll work for me. But just to have someone else's opinion, I feel will really help because that's what I searched for when this whole thing started. This isn't going to be my usual setup. I'm currently at home at my parents' house in the country and I wasn't even planning on filming today. I just kind of like walked into my sister's bedroom and was like, oh, this light. So here I am. I live in central London and we don't get a light like this. Just doesn't happen. What you're about to see is my everyday look. I know I just said like about heavy makeup. This is quite heavy actually. This is not usually this heavy for me. It's just that I have had a recent quite bad flare up. So it is a little bit heavier than usual. If you haven't turned me off, I just want to say thank you. Like seriously, I want to say thank you. You're gonna know what I'm about to say, okay? If you like this video, if you don't, that's cool. Everyone has their own opinions. Speaking of opinions, write to me, comment. I would love to get to know you guys. I want to know your opinions, everything. I'm really happy to be here and I really want you guys to be here with me. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I don't have Twitter. You can't follow me on Twitter. I don't actually know, the reason being, I don't know how to use it. I'm too embarrassed to like ask people around me, like my family and friends, because like it's the 21st century. Like in this day and age, not knowing how to use Twitter is like being super uneducated. So if you know how to use Twitter, you want to show me? Yes, please. I do have Instagram. I do know how to use it. I quite like it, so you can follow me there. Everything is down below. Most importantly, if you like what you see, please subscribe. There's nothing really left to say except to thank you. If you get to the end of my video and you haven't turned me off and been like, who is this person? I love you. I love you. Hi again. I am so sorry that you're going to have to listen to my really irritating voice for just a little bit longer. Now, first things first, we want a clean face. I am using the Roche Posay Micellar water for sensitive skin. I love this stuff. It's amazing. I have recently had quite a bad breakout and it's super, super painful, hence the quite heavy makeup. This moisturiser is not my favourite. It's just the Olay Complete Day Fluid for normal to oily skin, but it is a moisturiser. Now for primer, this is just the Laura Mercier Hydrating Foundation Primer. I love it. Now let that stuff dry. I have a quite high maintenance foundation routine. As you can see, I am using 3 different products. I know, it's ridiculous. First things first, as you saw, it is the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Tinted Hydrating Gel Cream. I am Ginger, number 6, which is a bit awkward. The second thing you saw was the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal. Hello. Third thing was the new Cover FX Custom Cover Drops in G80. Now, as you can see, this is the Bare Minerals thing again. I do a couple of little squirts on my hand and then one ridiculous dollop of the Becca Shimmering Perfecting Cream. I know, it's ridiculous. Now this is where it gets a little bit weird. I use quite a couple of drops, even though the woman told me to use like 1 or 2, but 3 like just works for me. It's not, I know it's like a cover, but mostly I use it for a colour because I ain't ginger. Anyway, I rub it all together. Obviously, I rub it all together and it just lap it on my face. And I just love what it comes out in. It's not a really heavy coverage and it is super dewy. Me like it. Now, this is the Bare Minerals Perfecting Face Brush. I really like it. It really works. I know my face says something else. But, like, this is such a... to clean. Like, I cannot clean it thoroughly, and that really irritates me. Really, really, really annoys me. Now, rub that foundation in. God, I look like it's like a really long process. Now, one thing is, do not forget your neck. Just don't. And I usually let it kind of like set for a little bit. Now this is obviously the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. My colour is NW25. Now what you see here is, this is my like really kind of like difficult area. I have loads of like spots just in this area. So I put quite a high little bit just there. And then obviously what you can see is that I dab little bits all over the other random horrible bits. It just seemed to be all over my face. Now, do not forget the under eye. No, you don't want to forget the under eye. No. I have really bad bags at the moment. I have not slept. Now, I go back to my Bare Minerals brush and I just brush all that bit in because it's just everywhere. It's awful, that bit. Ugh, can't believe I have it on camera. It's so mean. While the other bit's dry. For some reason I find the concealer works better if left alone for a little bit. I don't know. Are you the same? I don't know, it's a bit weird. Anyway, I then go just dab it and blend it all in. Now I usually just let that dry for a little bit. I don't know why, it just feels better. I know you really should never drink this stuff. It's full of... ugh. Did I mention I haven't slept though? Now, it is powder time. So using my Real Techniques powder brush, yeah, you're about to see what powders I use in the wrong order, which is just super helpful on my behalf. But again, I have quite a high maintenance powder routine. First one I'm using is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Medium Tan. I think this is more of a foundation powder. Again, I use it more for the colour, actually, to get my colour correct. Anyway, I hate like buffing it in. I kind of like just like stipling it in. I don't know, because I just feel like if you buff it, you're just about to move all of that nice foundation all over your face. And I don't like it. Anyway, do not forget to tap off the excess powder, because no one likes blotchy stuff. I mainly use it on my T-zone, but as you can see right now, I use like usually like the leftover bits for the side of my face, because as you see earlier, I have a really bad side of my face at the moment. It is awful. Ta-da! So now using the Real Techniques setting brush, I'ma set my under eye concealer. Standard, I'm sure you know how to do this. Now for the second installment. This is the NARS Translucent Crystal Light Reflecting Powder. I love it. And it is loose, so be careful. It goes everywhere. Again, I am just repeating what I did with my MAC powder. I find this gives my skin such a nice glow, which is the point of the powder, by the way. Now all I'm doing is doing my under eye area, because we like that to be nice and glowy too. But what we're going to do now is we're going to do above the eye as well, because I find this really helps with my eyeshadow. As you're about to find out, this is just dangerous powder. It goes everywhere. Okay, I promise this is the last installment of powder. This is the NARS Pressed Powder in Beach, which is slightly lighter than my skin tone. Actually, by the looks of things, quite lighter. I use this for a slight contouring. So, standard procedure. Under eye in a lovely triangle shape. Nose, forehead, cupid's bow, and chin. Now, this is very light contouring. If you want me to show you like an in-depth tutorial, say it. I will do it. Me promise. Right, can you guess what is coming next? Yes, 'tis my Becca highlighter in opal. Oh, stunning. Right, highlight time. Taking the same Real Technique setting brush. I just need more of these, literally. Amadou, yep, you know what I'm going to do. I do this quite thickly, so I don't like bang my brush around too much. But now, you just have the tiniest little bit in my corner. I just love it, love it, love it. Now we go on lightly with this. And then heavily for the cupid's bow, because that's just stunning. And I'm going to say medium for the chin. And again, super lightly for the forehead, like literally barest, so you can barely even see it. Ta-da! Me likey. And then for the cheekbones. Again, I do this quite lightly. I don't like it too heavy. And I think Becca's one can be really quite heavy sometimes. That's why I love it. Now look at that. Yes. I want to go quite quickly for this bit because my main focus of this tutorial was obviously my foundation routine. But I just can't help show you the rest. Right, what you're seeing now is my Real Technique spoolie. Love that word, spoolie. There's no point in really me mentioning this brush because it's not my proper one. However, I do like to use like a flat liner brush to define my brows, and then more of a kind of like teeny weeny little bristle brush for my middle bits. The bits closer to my like corner of my eye. I don't know how to explain that bit. What is that bit called? Anyway, it looks more natural. As you can see, it just goes on so naturally and so lightly because I just feel like a flat liner is just heavy. Heavy, heavy, heavy. Right, now for eyeshadow. Yes, eyeshadow. Right, I am using my Naked 3 palette. Duh. Okay, so I've used this so much, I actually had to Google these colours. I know. I just love it, clearly. So this base colour is apparently called Limit. Oh, it's so nice. Such a good transition colour. Yes. This crease colour, then this is brilliant. This is called Nuna. Oh, Nuna. I love that. Nuna. Nuna, Nuna, Nuna. Nuna, Nuna, Nuna. Okay, I'm really sorry. Shh. Right, so for my outer corner, I'm going to use my Smashbox Double Exposure Palette. Yes, I love it. Again, I'm not going to mention this brush because it's old. I just don't have my other ones because they are currently drying in my bathroom. Yep, moving on. This colour is Fig. Now the brush that I am using is worth mentioning. This is the brush that the palette came with. I'm using the angled brush side to define that outer corner. Now, no joke, this bit, my eyeliner took me like 45 minutes. Just because like the angle I was doing it at for the camera. Oh my god. Anyway, this is the Bourjois. What's it called? I don't know. I can't remember. I'll list it below. Anyway, the reason I love it so much, it's got its like tiniest, thinnest, littlest brush ever. Yes. Anyway, I'm super proud of myself at this moment because not only did I manage it, I got them both equal. Yes. Anyway, because I'm super high maintenance, I think you've gathered that by now. Not only do I use one mascara, I use two. Yes, I used firstly the Benefit Roller Lash, and then I top it up with the Benefit They're Real. Yeah, I do. Now on to bronzer. I'm using my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush with my Chanel Le Beige Healthy Glow Powder, which is number 40, which, as you can see, I broke because I'm a retard. I know. I will buy another one. I just like things to finish. Anyway, as you can see, I pretty much do my whole bronzing my bronzing routine, which is like just pretty standard. Forehead, cheeks. Now this is worth mentioning. This is my Real Techniques blush brush, not that bit, but this bit, with my Benefit Dandelion blusher. Now this, I don't know what is so special about this blusher. I really don't, but I just love it. It's just so beautiful on like every skin colour, like I'm not even joking. I actually also use it as an eyeshadow because I love it that much, clearly, as you can see. Weird, I know. Right, on to lips. This is just like my best product ever. This is the Lush Lip Scrub in Bubblegum. It's amazing. I'm not even joking. It smells to die for. I also like to eat it. Yeah, no, I'm not joking. I try not to. I try so hard. You shouldn't do it. You shouldn't do it. Anyway, this stuff does need to be rubbed off with a wet cotton wool pad, and then I usually kind of like flick the remaining bits off with a dry one. Because I'm so cool. Anyway, lip balm. Yes, you do need a lip balm. Right, now this is like the best lip liner I think I've ever used. I have used it for the past 10 years, yes, because I am that old. This is the MAC Lip Liner in Spice, and this literally genuinely just goes with everything. Like I've used this with reds, browns, and pinks. It just, oh, everything. Now this is one of my favourite colours ever. This is the MAC Lip Liner. It's not MAC Lip Liner. It is a MAC lipstick and it is in Mocha. I can't really describe this colour. It is a brown, but it's more of like a coral brown. Coral brown? Oh, I don't know, but I like it. I do my outside, like I focus on the outside of my lips. And then I put MAC Modesty in the middle. Now we are coming up to the end of my tutorial. I'm so glad you guys are still watching. I'm really thankful for it and I really hope you like it. I really do. Let me know down below and please, please, please subscribe.